Yesterday I was trying to sail from Jersey to Cherbourg when all of a sudden my tiller just broke off, which was rather awkward. And today I have to quickly improvise a solution so that I can continue sailing tomorrow, since the weather looks super good. These are the pieces. This I had to cut while I was sailing, and you can see it super rotten on the inside. I'd seen on the bottom that it was starting to get a bit brown, but I had no idea about the extent of it. Otherwise I would not have gone sailing like this, of course. Luckily the rest of the tiller is in perfectly good shape, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put it into the mount up to here and then reposition the attachment for the wind vane and the autopilot. And it will mean for them it makes no difference. They will still have the same moment arm, let's say, or the same amount of leverage. Only for me it will be slightly shorter and it will be slightly harder to steer, but this will be enough to get me home. Now the most challenging part will be to make it fit in there. At the moment it only fits a few centimeters, but it really has to go deep like this. Check it out, the hard part is done. It really sticks out all the way to the bottom here, and the screws are super tight. Only thing I'm wondering about is it feels like there's a bit of play in the mechanism. I tried to tighten it, but nothing's moving, so I might just go out like this, but it's a bit worrying. Now I still have to position the mount for the wind vane, and I'm going to put it a bit forward so that the chain doesn't always slip out, because that's what was happening to me. If it's too far back at a high steering angle, it just pops out. So I'm going to put it a bit forward like this. much more solid than before. The only thing is I'm noticing, since these two bolts are too long, they block the chain, and I think I should saw them off to make sure the chain doesn't pop out while sailing. That small adjustment was actually a huge improvement, because now it can make a much steeper angle and it shouldn't pop out anymore. You see that at a high steering angle the chain can now go at a much higher angle and it's not blocked by the bolt. The only thing still missing is a hole to put this pin where the tiller pilot goes on. That should be easy. Turned out nicely. Also put some glue to make sure it's firmly in place and no rain comes in. The last thing I want to do is to waterproof this with some tape so that there's no rot developing anytime soon. It won't make it very pretty, but it's definitely practical. No, it's not exactly pretty, but now I can be 100% sure no moisture is coming in, and it will hopefully last me even until spring. Alright, there we go, that's the result. Honestly, I couldn't be happier. In the end, nothing changed, you know, all these attachments are more or less exactly the same or even improved. The only difference is that it's a bit shorter for the arm, meaning you need more strength, you have less leverage, but I only use the tiller to get into and out of marinas anyways. Otherwise I use the autopilot. So I think I might even use it like this for a season or two, who knows. The only small pity is that in the heat of the moment I couldn't find my rubber hammer and I used the steel one and I kind of damaged this point a bit, so I might fix that when I'm back, sand it off and repaint it. But honestly I think this would do for more than just getting home. Super happy it worked out so quickly. Now I can go sailing tomorrow. It looks like it's perfect wind, maybe to go even in one go from Guernsey to Bologna or Calais, who knows. Really looking forward to it.